My first poem was written in response to a long ago article in Life magazine about the desegregation of the 1960s. And there was a picture that stayed with me forever of a little girl being led by the hand by a big white sheriff into an all-white elementary school in Alabama. Just beginning, small hand trapped in his big white paw, like a little brown bird too terrified to tremble. Dogs strain at their chains, water hoses are ready. The sharp stink of his nervous sweat mingles with the fresh bread smell of his crisp uniform. Her starched skirt stands out stiffly from the knobby brown knees. A black tendril escapes from the braids, done so tight that they pull at the corner of her eyes. Long, bitter avenue of teeth and fists lead to the entrance, so far away that it might be another country. Can't risk turning back, even if she could. Her mother watching, Grandma too, even the preacher. Raucous shouts, screeching mouths, words like stones. Still she walks, step by agonizing step, thinks of Jesus, stiffens her shoulders, doesn't know the journey is just beginning. This poem was written in my response to the fact and my strong feeling that we women are beginning to lose many of the rights for which we work so hard to attain. I was an early and frequent feminist, strong in many actions. That's how I got to know Catherine Christie so well, because she was feminist extraordinary, she really was. And so this poem is called A Woman. A woman never learns to write her own story soon enough. Not like little boys who can write their names proudly in the snow. They know. They know how to fly. We would throw ourselves to the wind to fly, except we know the sun would melt the wax on our wings. So we make a ladder, thinking that we are climbing, but we look down and see that it is being sawed off from below. Sharia law, evangelists, fanatics of all stripes, conspire to take us back. So what do? Some of us hold the ladder, but some of us get a saw. This next one is one of my Walmart series. I'm a great observer of life at Walmart. Women's wear. At Walmart in the women's wear, fat ladies, skin stretched shiny, squeeze into spandex, like sausage, meat bulging at both ends, and moan that nothing seems to fit them anymore. The sizes are much smaller now. When they finish Diet Queen and use the exercise machine, they'll buy those cute size 10 shorts. For now they'll look okay in the loose red shift with purple vines. The husband says, "That makes you look so pretty, hon. I'll take us up to Big Boys for some grub." And this is a recycled poem which I read almost every year, and some of my friends had asked if I read it again this year. It's about the first trip, or nearly the first trip, that Gordon and I made coming to Cedar Key, towing the Starcraft boat, which was wider than the car, through all the various perils of the road. So it's called Homecoming. They came down from Toronto in their 8-year-old Toyota, the Starcraft dragging heavy on the hitch. The wipers screeched and clattered, rain and snow threw dirty slush up. The little dog whined softly at the tension in the car. Near London where the tarp ripped, and Dayton where the lights went, she proposed a plan to hightail it for home. But the thought of sun and leisure, birds and fish and quiet water, kept them soldiering through Georgia until the tire blew. As they searched around Atlanta for the right size trailer tire, they kept relatively civil, teeth clenched tight. Still, she simmered with resentment, since the boat was for his fishing, and he picked the place to be his piece of heaven. When they pulled off at Valdosta, bought gas, pecans, and Pepsi, She remembered what she'd read of Cedar Key. So she put a cheerful face on, embraced the life of vigor with vigor, and now it has become her bit of Eden too. Now for a change of pace, we will hear from Jenna Howard, who's one of our early group members, but devotes herself primarily to fiction these days.